actually go to pick up something, we first gauge, how much I'm supposed to stretch my hand to be able to hold it. So in the pink tower, if you've seen it closely, they are diminishing sizes. So every time the child has to carry it, you will actually notice this in the environment that they look at the hand and they try to estimate the size. Am I supposed to make it this big? Am I supposed to make it this big? Am I supposed to use two hands? So there's so much of decision making, and that movement, that estimation, it has a very fancy word called prehensile movement, which was something just completely new for me. So next time you're trying to gauge, you can think that, oh my God, I'm exercising my prehensile movement. That's a new word, and for many old. So, moving forward, let's move into areas which, as typical parents, we are more interested in: mathematics and language. Mathematics in a Montessori house of children is not abstract. It's not paper, pencil, numbers written on paper, pencil, not at all. It's far, far more deeper. It's tangible, it's joyful, and it's deeply understood. So before children actually see numbers on a page like the way we have seen it when we grew up, they touch them. Who thought that we can touch numbers? So they hold quantities in their hands. They feel the weight of 1,000 golden beads right in the palm of their hands, and they experience place value as something real. Now, this hands on exploration gives them concrete understanding of the different operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and way beyond that. They don't memorize in a Montessori house of children, they repeat, they comprehend. And from that comprehension comes quiet confidence yet again. Moving into the next very, very popular topic amongst parents: language and writing. Now, language in a Montessori house of children begins long before reading and writing. And for me, it is somewhat, I shouldn't be using this word in pre-primary, but since we're talking to parents, it's almost magical. It begins with listening, storytelling, rich vocabulary. Children trace something called sandpaper letters. If you have an opportunity, please go and trace them. They are beautiful materials. So they trace sandpaper letters with their fingers, they connect sounds to symbols, and they build words using the movable alphabet even before they can read them on a page. Now, there's a lovely quote by Maria Montessori, which I find myself saying very often, but it means a lot to me and for a parent as well. Now, when they are working with sandpaper letters, and why I say it is so important that you touch and feel them, is that that's when they actually touch the letters. Now, touching the letters and looking at them at the same time somewhat fixes the image more quickly through the cooperation of all the senses, and there are three senses working simultaneously. They are touching, so that is, you're feeling it. You're hearing it because they'll utter the sound after they trace it, and there's muscular memory involved as well. Now, later on, after they have traced quite a bit of sandpaper letters, these two facts separate. The looking at the sandpaper letters becomes reading, and the touching of the sandpaper letters becomes writing. So when parents come and question, when will my child start writing? I always tell them, and I have told this to Surya and Swati as well, that in a Montessori house of children, parents don't even realize that the minute your child starts their journey into Montessori house of children, the child is already writing. The child is building a strength in their fingers with the exercise of practical life, refining their movements when they move forward. And the language materials just build sound and symbol awareness. So when writing finally flows into paper, it's natural, it's joyful, and it's internally motivated. And it's very rare that we hear Montessori children complaining that, oh, my hands are paining. They couldn't be paining because they have taken years to prepare their hands for the art of writing. But all this, the beauty of Montessori, which I've spoken about, the different areas and everything, it doesn't happen in 1 year. It's not something that you're going to see at the end of one academic year. It's a journey, like I clearly say, it's a journey, and a journey for 3 years. Now, the Montessori education is most powerful when it is experienced for the entire 3 year cycle. In the first year, the child observes, absorbs, and adapts because it's a brand new environment. In the second year, When they are already confident, they've built the necessary skills, they deepen their understanding. But in the third year, more than the parents, I feel it's for the adults. They shine. The children really shine. You see the unfolding, the magic of Montessori really come alive in year three. And that's when they become classroom leaders. They help the younger ones, like Surya told us that we have a mixed age group when the older ones help the younger ones. They complete their complex and their independent work. They embody all the grace, the confidence, the maturity that they've been building over the years. Now, ending the cycle early means that they are missing out on the transformative final stage. So, I encourage you, let your child complete the entire cycle. Let the flowering happen. It's definitely worth the wait, I promise you. Now, Montessori prepares a child for life. It's not just school, it is life. Montessori children grow into independent thinkers, graceful doers, clear communicators, problem solvers when they are working with many materials, compassionate members of the community as they help all the younger ones in the environment to learn and assist them in their journeys. Now, whatever path a child might take, whether they continue in Montessori post the 3 years or transition into a different setting, they leave with a deep sense of who they are and where they belong in the world. I often say also at times that when you are in the Montessori journey, it is not where you are alone. It's where the home and the school are two parts of, let's say, the same heart. You, as parents, are your child's first and most important guides. What you do at home deeply shares the work we do at school. When we walk this path together, your child feels a strong and a peaceful rhythm holding them. There are few simple ways that you can support Montessori at home. You can encourage independence. Let your child pack their own bag. Let them choose their own clothes. And I'm not saying that open the entire cupboard and say, choose what you want to wear. Then you have a battle in your hands. Take out two, three sets, keep them on the bed, and ask the child, why don't you choose one of these? When I say freedom of choice, I don't mean unlimited. I mean you give them a choice within the choices that you have selected and then let them make an intelligent choice. Don't help them with the meals. Give them finger food which they can handle themselves. Involve them in your house in the real task. Allow them to fold socks if they are not ready enough for a shirt. Allow them to pour their own glass of water to maybe help you set the table. Water the plants in your balconies, gardens. Limit their screen time to protect their creativity and focus. Please understand we are trying to build their imagination. If they see everything, they stop imagining. Stay connected with your child's adults. Read updates, attend meetings, and share whatever you observe at home, any changes, any things that happen at home. It's very important that you inform the school, even if a grandparent leaves and goes away, leaves a child, because grandparents are very important in your child's life. So if you do have any changes at home, inform the school. Take the trouble of informing the school that there is this change happening and let the adults take care of the child at school. Now, this is called partnership. And together, I think we then build the kind of childhood that your child would carry for life. Now, for those parents who are just beginning the Montessori journey, I know Montessori may feel for unfamiliar at first. It is quiet, it is subtle, and it's very deeply respectful. But trust what you've chosen. Montessori might look extremely simple on the surface, but underneath it builds extraordinary strength. Over time, you will begin to notice a shift in your child. Your child will become more focused, more capable, and way more joyful. So let them lead, let them complete the cycle, let them unfold fully, and thank you for giving your child this chance. And for those parents who are returning, thank you for staying the course. You've seen what happens when you do. You watch your child blossom, you've seen them settle their space, you've seen them move with purpose, you've seen them thinking independently and growing with grace. You've seen how this method reveals a child's true potential, not just their performance. This year will again bring deeper concentration, deeper leadership, and even more meaningful work. So, thank you for believing in your child and the power of Montessori. Thank you, Surya, Swati, and everyone, the Aksharam team, and the parents, for letting me share this time with you today. It's an honor to witness the beginning always, or the continuation of something so, so very important. These years are so precious, and the choice that you've made will shape your child's story in ways that may surprise and delight you in the years to come. So here's to growth, trust, and the unfolding of potential, one child at a time. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Alina, for that clear and insightful overview of what Montessori education is all about. Before we proceed, can I just put the presentation back on? And now it's time to meet our team. At the management level, we have our founder and director, Ms. Surya Krishna, and co-founder, Swati Bhatnagar. And that's me, Sheena Matthew, who's your coordinator.